What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, how y'all doing? How y'all
How y'all
doing?
doing today?
Tap in,
Absolutely.
tap in, tap in.
How's everyone doing? Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
You said we was gonna do this one standing up. What happened?
I don't remember that. Do y'all remember that? I don't remember that.
You said you was gonna do this one standing
that.
up.
Let's go, y'all.
You making stuff up.
You think so? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I am excited. Today is Tuesday. It's our Tuesday trainings, and I'm excited.
Yes. And shout out to our sponsors, Jump Fathers, Dumpster and Trash Removal. Shout out to Timberline Home Inspections. They are the ones who make this possible.
Absolutely. So thank you guys from the bottom of our heart.
Shout out to Dendo's Funding also.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Come on, tag your friend, jump on in, come in the room, and let's do it. You ready, Sonia?
I'm ready. You don't sound ready.
You don't think so?
Let's go.
Let me get some water.
Y'all, this ain't gonna be no long, drawn out training. We're gonna be straight to the point on this one.
So get your questions. Get ready to ask your questions. Let us know. As we're teaching, as we're training, drop your questions in the chat. Let us know exactly what your questions are so that we can get them answered. Let me pull this up real quick on my end. What's up, Cynthia? Y'all drop your names in the chat. Let me know who's all on with us today. What's up, Courtney?
I'm gonna get off this to go to the other name. Mm-hmm. Oh. Got it.
What's up, you guys? Hey, Leroy.
What's up, Leroy? Is that Leroy?
Wow, what's up, bro?
That Leroy from the Dale, Leroy?
Absolutely. What's up, man?
Wow.
What's up? Leroy Ricks. I ain't seen talk to you in years. That was my brother in high school. What's up, bro? He looked out for us. He was the bully just in case anything popped up. You always had to have
some muscles.
You had to have muscles. So he was the muscles.
You're stupid.
Oh, for real. Let's get it. What's up, Kathy? What's up, Lisa? What's up, you guys? Let's do it.
All right, let's roll.
All right. So whenever we are investing in real estate, one of the first myths that we acquire is I gotta have a lot of money. It didn't close.
The door didn't close, boss man. Boss man, get some candy out there. Are you in the right place, Leroy, man? Tap in, man.
Absolutely.
Tap in.
Absolutely. So one of the first myths is that you gotta have a lot of money to invest in real estate. But you really don't have to have a lot of money when it comes to investing in real estate. You need to be connected. You need to be tapped in. You need to really understand you need to really understand how to get with the right people that may have the funds that you really need.
I would have to say, if I made a chart of things that you need to get started in real estate, money will probably be fourth, fifth on the list. Just off the top of my head, mindset will be the first thing.
Absolutely.
The second thing will be knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing will be support system, a team, somebody that you can,
or accountability
partner.
Yeah.
Probably something else I can't think of. Then money. Yeah. Like money isn't holding you back. Absolutely. Money is all around you. We are money magnets. You just got to understand how to attract that money and how to cultivate that money so that it can benefit both parties involved.
Absolutely. Thank you, Yasmin. I see you. What's up, Sakina? Congratulations again, Sakina. What's up, Miss Key? What's up, Carl? Hey, Starlet. Hey, LaWanda. I didn't want to forget everybody that had dropped their name.
I got you. That's your part.
I didn't want to forget y'all. What's up, Ebony? Absolutely. So I want to get started when it comes to doing.
I would say that fourth thing would probably be contractors.
Okay.
Contractors are more important than money.
Because
they are more important than money. It's easier to find private investors than it is to find contractors.
All right. I see you, Leroy. We're going to get to it. So let's talk about private money investors. Sometimes private money investors are your key to making the deal happen. It's your key to really getting in when you don't have all of the money, or to allow you to be able to do more things with your money that's in your savings. All right.
An acronym that you will hear a lot from investors is OPM.
Yeah. So that acronym means other people money. Not your money, but other people money. All right. So let's talk about what is a private money investor. A private money investor, it sounds like all big and fancy. It's not. It's not. You don't have to be accredited to be a private money investor. It's literally someone that you know that has some money sitting in the bank, that has some money sitting on the side, that's not making as much as a return as they would like, investing in you, investing in a project, and literally making money in their sleep while basically funding your deal. Yes. Or funding the deal. All right.
Hold your thought. Okay. Leroy, I see your question. Leroy's question is, so what's the ideal amount of money I'm gonna assume to get started in real estate? That's a tricky question because it all depends on what's your strategy and what you're trying to do.
Absolutely.
What I'm gonna do, Leroy, I'm gonna send you a link, man. Let's get on a 15-minute call so we can dive into it. Because if you're trying to flip, if you're trying to wholesale, if you're trying to buy and hold, all those are different answers. So let's get on the call and let's talk about it and really see what you're trying to do so I can give you a good answer on that.
Absolutely. On Antonio's page, there's a link on his page, Leroy, and it'll allow you to set up a quick 15-minute call.
It ain't on your page neither?
Well, he's on your page right now.
Oh.
Thank you. So funny. All right. So private money investors are all around you. It's everyone around you. So it is your barber, your beautician, your stylist, the mailman, it's your cousin, your auntie, your dad, your mom. Like, it is literally your co-workers, your friends,
long childhood friends.
Yeah, like all of those people could be your private money investor. All right. So no, they don't have to be accredited by a bank. They are people who are touchable, people you know, people that are friends of friends that can lend money to help you start investing in real estate. All right. Who a private money lender is not. It's not Wells Fargo. It's not Bank of America. It's not none of those big financial institutions.
Chase.
It's not any of the credit unions. Those are not private money investors. All right.
Now, can they be considered OPM?
Yes.
Yes, but they are not considered private money investors.
Mm-hmm.
So know that there's a difference between the two and understand OPM is more of a concept than a person.
Absolutely. And stay on to the end. We're going to show you how we were able to use a private money investor in one of our deals to be in with absolutely none of our own money. So stay on to the end. We're going to walk you through what we did. But at first, I want to set the stage so that you understand when you're having conversations and
what
when
up,
people
Tanita?
say,
what up, Uncle Tony?
When you're having conversations and you are around people and some people are saying, you know what, I'm a private money investor. This is how you know that they're private money investors. Some people call themselves private money investors, but they aren't private money investors. They are really hard money investors.
So Leroy put, so basically high net worth individuals. Yes and no.
Yeah, not necessarily.
And I don't know if it's in your presentation, so I'm going to skip forward. So understand that you can invest from your 401k. You can invest if you have good credit. So those things are necessarily tied to high net worth individuals. It don't just have to be cash in the bank. There's different ways to get to the money without it just being a high net worth individual. Mm-hmm. I've had teachers that have been private money investors, and I don't consider a teacher a high net worth individual.
Now, if they are, that's just the plus.
That's a plus.
Right, but they don't necessarily have to be to become a private money investor. All right. So as you are going around, as you are walking, as you're talking, as you are doing your everyday thing, look at everyone around you, because that person that you're looking at, the person you're talking to, whether you're picking your kids up from aftercare, from summer camp, like those people can literally be a private money investor. And I think it's really important to understand that it is all around you. All right. They are all around you. It can be a friend of a friend that's interested in funding or lending and don't even know it. You don't even know it.
When you're going to your kids' basketball game and football games, their recitals, when you're going to parent meetings, all of those things, you're always around people that can potentially private money investors. One thing that I would say just as a nugget is wherever you go, whatever you do, you need to always be talking about real estate. You need to always be talking about money. You need to always be talking about credit. Always. No matter what conversation you're having, try to find a way to bring one of those three things up, because that's how you open the door. That's how conversations start. That's how you find those people who are even interested to even maybe talk to you about those type of things. But always be talking about it. Change your conversations. Absolutely. It ain't always got to be about power. It ain't always got to be about the NBA Finals. It ain't always got to be about the World Series. Let's talk about some real money. Let's talk about some real life things that can adjust the trajectory of what we're doing and where we're going.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the benefits when it comes to private money investing. If you have a private money investor, you can do bigger deals because now you have access to more capital, which allows you to do bigger deals. You can fund multiple deals at a time. So if you have the crew and you have the capacity to do multiple deals, a private money investor can help you so that you're not over leveraged when it comes to doing multiple deals at a time.
You can save your money for a rainy day. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to use it to invest. So understand that 99% of our investments are private money investments or some type of OPM. We use our money to pay for our team. We use our money to pay for systems and processes. So understand that you don't have to use your money to invest in real estate. So just use your money rainy day.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the cool thing, yes, the private money lender is helping the investor, but at the same time, as an investor, you are helping that private money lender grow their business, not their business, but their money.
Yes.
Get them returns that they wouldn't normally see if it was just sitting in the bank.
So if you got a person, let's say a high network person, like Rick said earlier, and they got money sitting in the bank, man, they ain't getting them but 0.1%, 2% on that money if it's a good one. But if you can come along and say, hey, I got a 10% investment, I got a 15% investment, well, we both can make some money, you creating win-win situations.
Right.
And they'll do business with you all day if you can do that.
Absolutely. So make sure, let's say that it's a win-win situation. One of the things that I like to do when it comes to private money is having the conversation. Like, I think it's important to understand what that conversation looks like. It's important to know how to have that conversation so that you can get the job done. We're going to talk about how we structure the deal using private money at the end, but I want to make sure we first talk about that conversation. So one of my coaches is really who trained me on this conversation. And since he trained me on it, I've been doing it ever since. All right. And why are you laughing?
Because I'm pretty sure somebody watching gonna be like, she did that on me.
and the crazy thing is, with this conversation, I had someone to do it on us probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I didn't even recognize it at first until later on. Antonio said, did you not understand
what was going on?
What was going on? And I said, I didn't. But
if you do it right, it will be powerful. It will be undetected. It will be a great way to build your confidence.
Yeah, to start that conversation. So
lay the foundation for.
All right. So whoever that you think will probably be a good private money lender, whoever that you think will be a good investor, who may have some extra cash that's just sitting around and they're really not getting any returns on their funds, you want to make sure that you don't ask them directly. Whatever you do not ask them directly. All right. You want to make sure you phrase it as if, do they know someone? So like, if I know Antonio is my target, I'm not going to say, Antonio, I'm interested in investing in real estate, and I wanted to know if you had $25,000 to fund my deal. I'm not. I am going to butter him up. I'm going to say, Antonio, look, I've been studying real estate investing. You know, I've been learning. I got a mentor, and I'm ready to go in and really go in full throttle. I have a deal. I have a potential deal on the table, and I need a few investors, or I need an investor that's looking to make some money off their return. Looking for about $25,000. I can give them about 25% of their returns. Do you know anyone that may be interested in making some money, just investing a few dollars, not a lot, but making some money in their sleep, investing in real estate and partnering with me?
Just like that. And if you can master that art of convincing the person you're talking to that this is a deal without asking them, it's game changing. Because it takes the pressure off them, because you don't want them to feel like they're in a corner. You want them to come to you, and you want them to say, hey, I'm interested in this deal. Hey, tell me some more about it. Hey, how do I get in on this? But if they do know somebody, they can always refer you to somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, you talk to such and such, they might be interested in something like that.
And that conversation works both ways. It's going to trigger to the person that's listening, oh, is this something that I need? And if it is, they're gonna immediately say, you know what? I've been thinking about how can I get started in real estate, or I've been thinking about how can I grow my money. I got some funds sitting in a 401k that ain't doing nothing. I got some funds sitting in my bank account from when I did a refinance of my personal home that's not doing anything. Like, there's so many different scenarios where people just don't know, been thinking about it, and they've been waiting on you to come and ask them. Let me just say it like
that. And it's going to be uncomfortable at first.
It's very uncomfortable.
We have been trained in my upbringing. You don't ask people for anything. That's just how I was brought up.
Because this is considered asking for help, and that's a no. But you need to be able to ask for help. You need to be able to have these type of conversations. For so long when we started, we were only doing real estate from out of our pockets. We were only doing what we can afford. So it took us about 10 years. Would you say
Not
about 10 years?
It was about 6.
From 2009 to about 2014. How many is that? That's 6?
That's 5.
5 years. So it took us 5 years to get 10 rental properties. But on that 6th year is when we purchased 10 at a time.
That's because we tapped into this right here.
Absolutely.
We tapped into understanding that there was people that was watching us and they wanted to be a part, but we never opened the door. We never had those conversations because, for one, mentally we weren't there. We didn't understand OPM. We didn't understand private money. We didn't understand hard money. So we had limiting beliefs on those things.
We had very much limiting beliefs. Absolutely.
So, but once it opened up and we really understood the power of communication, we understood the power of collaboration and not competition.
Yeah.
It changed. It totally changed for us. And it's one of the things to where, like I said, it was more mental than anything.
Yeah.
Because we were buying properties and saving our money to buy another property. And it was we moving? Yes. But was it at a pace of substance? No. Yeah. It was slow 1, 2, maybe even 3 on a good year. Mm-hmm. But when we understood the power of private money investor, we understood the power of OPM, boom.
Things changed.
It changed for us.
Yeah.
Drastically.
Someone said their wife is very interested, but she thinks she has to go to school for it. You don't have to go to school for it, but let me say this. You do need some kind of education behind it, because without it, you're out here in a world that is foreign and you can lose it all or you can make some money.
One thing I'll say is that understand that there's a difference between a real estate investor and a real estate agent. Mm-hmm. All right. Those are two different worlds. They do work together. They collaborate together, but those are two separate things
with different principles and different foundations.
Yeah. So to be a real estate agent, yes, you have to go to school. You have to pass a course. You have to get your license. To be a real estate investor, you don't have to do those things. You just got to understand, learn the language. Yes. You got to understand what you're doing and how you're doing it. That don't mean you don't get an education on it.
Right.
But you can become an investor tomorrow with no formal paperwork or anything of that nature. So understand those are two different things, Leroy.
Absolutely. You need to know when and where to put that hat on. When and where to put that hat on so that you can use it to both, if you are both. But if you're not and you just really want to invest, then no, you don't have to be.
We are located in Birmingham, Alabama, Ms. Walker. Where are you located, Ms. Walker? Collaboration, yes.
Absolutely. All right. So we talked about what a private money investor, who a private money investor is, what a private money investor is. We talked about some of the benefits. We're talking about the conversation. It's important when we are having this conversation to have it over and over and over again.
So you get comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be uncomfortable, but if you do it enough times, you put enough hours in, it gets comfortable. If they start asking you questions you don't understand, you start going to find the answers to those questions.
And don't lie and just make up.
Don't make up nothing.
No, because some of them already know the answer to the question. So don't lie and make up an answer. Like literally say, I'm not 100% sure, but let me find out and get back to you. And then find out and get back to them as soon as possible. But don't make up something because that can literally blow the deal. But practice makes perfect. How many times are you going to have this conversation? Have it as often and as frequent as possible, because once you have that conversation, you feel more confident. So now you're not like all nervous and jittery and shaky in your voice when you're having it, because you've had it multiple times. I suggest, I'm so sorry, I suggest that whoever it is that you want to have the conversation with, don't do them first.
Facts. That's great advice.
Do them first.
Great advice.
Do them like
when you're ready.
6 or 7. Yes. Yeah. But find other people, find coworkers, talk to your family members. Talk to your kids as if you're having a conversation, depending on the age of your kids, because they can really help you get that nervous feeling out of your system, because you're going to be nervous the first time, unless you are just natural and you have a gift of talking, which I understand some people do. But to ask for an investor, a lot of times it's nervous. It's the nervous feeling that you get because you don't feel confident enough to withhold your end of the bargain. So make sure you're having that conversation, iron it out until you feel confident and comfortable. And then do it. Do it afraid, do it scared, do it, get it out of your system, and do it again quickly.
One of the first things that we tell a student is, if they come into the program, they're like, hey, I don't have any funds to do my first deal. First thing you got to do is go talk to 10 different private money investors. Go have 10 different conversations. And by the time you have 10 conversations, either you're going to find an investor or you're going to be ready to find you one, because you have put in enough time with it. So if you are uncomfortable, go find 10 people to talk to about money, real estate, and remember the techniques. Don't ask them directly. Hey, Uncle Tony, man, you know somebody want to invest in real estate? Man, I just joined this program, man. We're going to do it big. Have those conversations.
I have a group of investors that I'm working with, and we're getting ready to buy a few properties so that we can start creating generational wealth, so that we can start building returns. Like, whatever your story is, be authentic about it. Do it.
Yes.
And have that conversation. Now, don't make up something if that's not your story, because they're going to call you out. So be authentic, know your story, say your story, feel confident about it. Confidence only comes with practice.
And let me help you with that confidence. People don't invest because of the deal you bring them. They don't invest because of the numbers. They invest because of you and who you are. So understand that you have people that trust you and believe in you because of the things you've exhilarated over your lifespan.
Yeah.
People that believe, it don't matter what the numbers say, they're investing in you.
Because they want to see you win.
Yes, they want to see you win. They want to see you get to the next level. They want to see you bless your family because of you and the things you've done. It's not about the return on the investment.
Some people don't even understand the numbers when it comes to that. But again, they're investing in you. And sometimes they believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Facts.
All right.
I think our first investor was like that. She came to us and she believed in us more than we believed in ourselves.
Quick story. So when I got laid off from Regions, I got a severance package, and it really wasn't much. I think it was like less than $15,000. You know how much it was?
$11,000.
It was $11,000. I guess once taxes hit, it was 11. All right, so it was $11,000, and Antonio's like, "Listen, if we can't do this together off of this $11,000, I don't know what he was thinking. Then we don't need to be in business together." I was nervous as heck. Out of nowhere, one of my friends / coworkers, which she was really a coworker and not friend, she was like, "Listen, God told me that I need to invest in y'all. So I need to know what to do to invest in y'all." We had no idea. This was like beyond conversation, because we hadn't even had the conversation yet with anyone. And we had about 2 or 3 deals in the pipeline, had no idea how we were going to conquer these deals that was in our pipeline, because we was marketing, we was putting out offers, we was having the conversations to get a deal, but now we needed money for the deal. And literally we helped develop like what it looks like still today from that conversation, for her coming to us. And she was like, so then we had to have the conversation again with her, and she ended up investing in 2 at the same time. Like,
Yep.
So when I tell you it's possible from no money to get started, knowing you got to do it because this one of those moments like feast or famine for your family, just do it. After that, we started having that conversation more regular. And that's how we went to 10 deals in 1 year versus 10 deals in those first 5 years. And it was from having those conversations. We started to have it with everybody we came in contact with. And I think that deal, that year, we did no deals out of pocket.
That was the start of it.
We did no deals
That
out of pocket.
That was the start. Because we started to understand the power of it. And once you understand the power of it, it just opens up. I think the Maldens got a good story of private money lenders. Like, they joined the program and they had somebody they had on their radar for private money lending, and they did some other conversations first.
And
then when it was time, they went to them. But they had an advantage. So what we told them was, go to that person, have that conversation, because they felt a little more comfortable. And if it gets serious or if it go a direction where they kind of interested, call us.
Send us a message so we can hop on.
And we can get on the phone and we can kind of
help
walk them through it and make everything comfortable. They secured $200,000 in funding.
Even Jackie, though.
Jackie also. She's on here. Jackie's on here.
Jackie did it just a few weeks ago. And I remember we told her, just be good at finding a deal. Go find a deal.
Find you a deal.
Come. And like, we literally can't say this if we haven't did it. So like, go find the deals and the money will come. Jackie found the deal and literally the money came, and she closed last Friday on her very first investment property. So
and hold up. And how much money did you bring to the table, Jackie?
Yeah, drop it in the chat. How much money did you bring to the table?
And I'm gonna get some I think they bought the house for $145. I think their rehab is like $60. So they got like a $200,000 loan on this property to purchase and rehab the property. And Jackie was the one who found the deal. Jackie brought no money to the closing table.
That's it, right? So zero.
There's a lot of people who talk about theory. We talk about facts. We talk about things that we've actually done or we've helped somebody do. So if you want to reach out to Jackie, man, ask her, talk to her about it. But the things that are out there for you are for you. And you just got to open up your mouth and know what to do and how to get there. So we're going to go over a deal that we did. One
of our Adamsville deals that we've done. So we bought this subject to property.
Hold up. If you don't know what subject to mean, we're not finna get into it on this call, but we did a training on it.
I feel like last Tuesday.
So if you don't know what Jack is so funny. If you don't know what subject to mean, just put subject to in the chat and I can send you the training on the video where we talked about subject to and creative financing.
Absolutely.
All right. So we did a subject to deal.
The bank was the lender. We bought it from a homeowner. They were looking to move. They wanted to get into a better school system. So what we did was we subject to the mortgage. We bought it with the existing mortgage still in place. And the loan that was left on it was $65,000. We didn't pay out that $65,000. We basically took over it. All right. We got a private money investor that invested $25,000. And what we did with that $25,000 was we renovated the house. So we painted it. We had a new garage door.
Put a deck on the
back.
Some
We
floor.
opened it.
We opened it up a little bit.
Room. Yep. So I wish I should have put all those pictures. I don't know what I was thinking, but we did a total transformation of the house, and then we ended up getting a tenant buyer, and that tenant buyer bought it from us for $130,000. All right. Our private money lender made $6,250 on top of their 25. They got their 25,000 back and made an additional made a profit of $6,250 just for loaning $25,000 on this deal and being an investor. They got 25%. interest on this deal. All right.
And we made $30,000. So this is a prime example of how you can do deals with none of your money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that private investor, when it goes to everywhere you go talk to people, when we went to we didn't even know this person. We went to them because they was doing workforce development.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing workforce development, and they was trying to get us to hire some of their interns.
Mm-hmm.
So we having a meeting about hiring an intern, and he ended up being a private money lender on this deal.
Yeah. So have that conversation with everyone. Tell everybody what you're doing. And literally it comes. I see y'all subject twos in the chat.
I see the subject twos
in the chat.
And it's a good training too.
Absolutely. So this is literally how we structured the deal. We knew that the money that was sitting in the bank was not getting 25% returns. So we just made it a win-win situation. At this point, at this point, $25,000 in investment and making 25% returns is about $600 a month from if you were breaking it down on a monthly standpoint. But we rolled it all over to the end, and it's just equivalent to having a rental property, actually having about 2 rental properties, because most of the time you're not cash flowing that much and really making some money. You're going to do the...
Yeah, because you was a little jambalaya.
Calculator. All right, 25,000 times 25% is $520 a month.
Yes. Now and I'm gonna be a little creative and tell y'all how we end up doing it with none of our own money. So his profit of $520 a month, we didn't pay that every month while we had the loan. We rolled the profit into the loan. So we gave him all of his money at the end. So that's another way that we were creative to not have to come out of our pocket to do the monthly payments on it. And he was cool with it. Like, he made $6,000 and he went to this house one time, y'all.
One time.
He went to the house one time. And that's great for him because he's busy. He's always working. He had more than $25,000 just sitting there doing nothing. So it didn't affect him. Mm-hmm. He was ecstatic about it. And there are some people like that who have money and it's not making money. $6,000 is a lot of money to some people, especially if their money isn't making money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of wanted to go over that deal. I see your subject two still rolling in. I wanted to go over that deal so that you understand like how easy it is.
And this is just one way, y'all.
That's just
one simple way to use private funds.
Absolutely. And you want to put it all together. Like, you want to make sure once that money is lended, that is secured, that is put in a note in a mortgage. So that way, if anything happens, that those funds are secured. So make sure that you do a note in a mortgage. Don't just take the money, put it on the property so that way it's secured.
Use a lawyer to do these things. Don't do them yourself.
Use your attorney to draft up everything, but get the job done. Like, whatever you do, get the job done.
Yep.
You get ready to say something, Antonio?
The one thing I will say is to the investors, you are making an investment. This is not guaranteed funds. And make sure that you're telling your investors this. You're not guaranteeing this money. All right. This is real estate. This is risky. There's things you can do to limit the risk, but it's always going to be a risk when you're talking about investing.
Risk factor, yeah.
All right. So make sure you are being honest with people and you're telling them that so that they're not getting a false impression. Make sure you're buying the properties right. Make sure you're not over leveraging so that there is equity in the property if anything goes wrong. But at the same time, we are investing. All right. And there is, like Jack can say, no risk, no gain.
No gain. Yep.
You can easily go to work for the rest of your life and get that paycheck. That's safe.
That ain't even safe. I thought it was safe. Comfortable. That ain't even safe. It's comfortable. That ain't even safe. Absolutely. But there's a risk in everything we do. So yeah, just understand that. But guess what? If you're not in it, you can't win it either.
Can't even win the game if you ain't in it, baby. You got to get in the game.
Absolutely.
And it don't take nothing but 1 or 2 of these deals, y'all, to totally change your life. And it's not the money that comes from the deals. It's the mindset that comes from the deal. It's the confidence that comes from the deal.
It's the freedom that comes from the deal. Like all of that comes from when you are investing and doing deals. Like I can't stress what freedom looks like enough. I can't.
Yep.
All right.
I see any quick questions before we go? Like I said, we're gonna be short and sweet, to the point. Start having conversations, start having uncomfortable conversations so that you can do things differently. I'm gonna send you get on my calendar, Rick.
Absolutely. All right,
we're gonna roll. Don't forget, if you want that sub 2 training, put sub 2 in this comments, and we can send that to you also, because we talked about lease options, we talked about subject twos, we talked about owner financing, we talked about creative financing in that world. So make sure that you are getting as much training as possible.
Absolutely.
We got a conference coming up end of July 26th and 27th. Make sure you get in the room. Get around like-minded people. We're going to be talking about business funding. We're going to be talking about rehabbing. We're going to be talking about mindset. Get in the room. We'll be talking about the Ex-Flipper method and how we invest in properties. So make sure you get in the room.
Tickets are on Eventbrite. Type in REI Decoded Summit and Eventbrite. Go ahead and get your tickets. Don't wait till the last minute. Get your tickets now while you got a chance before it's sold out. Every year we sell out. So just make sure you get your tickets so that you're not waiting till the last minute.
Facts.
All right. If you have not joined our live training, make sure that you hop onto our live training that we're doing on June 26, 2004 at 7 p.m. It's not going to be on Facebook or in the Facebook group in REI Decoded. This one is you literally have to register for it. And we're going to be talking about finding a deal, getting the deal so that you can get started investing in real estate. All right. So if you're on the sidelines trying to figure out how to get in the game, make sure you go to www.thedemmarks.us/master-class and go ahead and get on it. All right.
Let's roll. All right. All right. It was good seeing y'all today. See y'all
Thursday.
We got a podcast Thursday?
Thursday we have a podcast.
See y'all Thursday for the podcast.
We'll see you Thursday.
Peace.